Hi everybody, Michelle Lyons back with you again, and I wanted to talk to you today about a seasonal tale of stress response. So last week when we were getting Halloween decorations down from the attic, I was standing on the ground and my husband was up in the attic passing me down boxes of Halloween decorations. And then he threw down this rather large spider at me and I had a stress response. So here's what happened. When you have a stress response, your brain is trying to protect you. So there's a whole chain of events that happen. Your brain signals to your adrenals. So your adrenal glands are these small little pyramid-shaped glands that live on top of your kidneys. And they're signaled to produce adrenaline and cortisol. Those are your two main stress hormones. So what happens? Blood pressure goes up, respiratory rate goes up, pulse increases, clotting ability increases, immune system ramps up, you start sweating. You may or may not emit a loud noise as part of your stress response. But energy is directed, let's just move the spider, energy is directed away from your digestive system and away from your reproductive system. It's sent to, the spider doesn't want to leave, it's sent to the main muscles. So you can run away, you can fight, you can flight. Your heart and your lungs are going to be working really hard to get away from that danger. And then once the danger passes, the threat goes down, adrenaline and cortisol levels start to come back down a little bit again, and you move on. So if the threat doesn't pass though, and you have this constant stress exposure, your digestive system and your reproductive system are not going to be the priorities. Your cortisol levels are going to stay high, and that means that you're going to crave foods that are high in sugar, high in fat, so you can lay down stores here next to your liver, so your liver can convert them into energy should you need to fight or flight again. If you have this constant state of stress response, all your muscles are going to be in various states of tension as well. So jaws tend to carry a lot of tension, upper shoulders, but also some of the most stress responsive muscles in the body, the pelvic floor muscles, are going to be on. They're going to be tensed and overactive because they are part of your protective response. So perception is reality when it comes to stress. Whatever you perceive as stressful, your brain is going to go into protective mode and start this whole stress cascade. But the good news is that your body and your brain are plastic, which means they can be retrained, both the body and the brain. So stress is a lot like pain. Pain is also whatever you say it is. It's a very subjective experience. And they're really, they're what your brain is trying to use to protect you from danger, to keep you alive. Now, we do know that women are more likely to experience anxiety and depression when they're exposed to long-term stressors, and that may be due to oxytocin production systems. What can we do? So one of the most fundamental things that we can do is to move our bodies safely. And that could be doing a Taylor Swift and shaking it off. It could be going outside and doing 10 jumping jacks. But getting out of your head, getting into your body and moving your body helps to expel some of that energy and tension that you've built up in your body. What else can we do? We can slow the breath down again. We can inhale for 4, hold it for 4, and exhale for 4. We can do that 4 times. We can do a body scan. We can remind ourselves that we are safe, and if we come across any tension in the body, we can let it go, if we can. If we have the skill of meditation in our toolbox, that's a great way to start retraining your brain's stress response. Are you really in danger, or are you just stuck in traffic and you're late for something? So meditation and movement and breath all increase resilience and can decrease a chronic stress existence. But the first thing we have to do is acknowledge the stressor in our life, that it's there, that we are having a stress response, and then we deal with it. Otherwise, we're looking at long-term issues with pelvic health in terms of overactivity of the muscles, decreased digestive function, decreased reproductive health, because if all that energy is being diverted into producing stress hormones, that means that your body has less capability of producing sex hormones like estrogen, but especially progesterone. So acknowledging the stress, acknowledging stress responses, understanding what's happening, understanding that chronic stress can drive food cravings, food that's high in sugar and fat, because your brain is trying to lay down energy stores close to your liver, so around the center of your body is where we carry stress weight. And what can we do to start breaking the cycle? Are we in danger? If you are in danger, seek help. Call the police, seek emergency intervention. But if it's chronic low-grade stress that we have on a day-to-day basis in our life, like a global pandemic, doing simple things to start moving our body, getting out of our heads, reassuring our brains that our bodies are safe. And I'm going to leave you with 2 final strategies that I learned, that I've been using, that I actually picked up from Grey's Anatomy and my favourite character, Miranda Bailey. So when you're having this stress response on the panic attack spectrum, what she recommends is take it off your shoes so you can feel the ground underneath you, and then mentally go through a process that you know by heart. So she went through a surgical procedure, and you visualize it. You might even move your hands. For me, it would be cooking something like a mushroom risotto where there's a lot of chopping and a lot of stirring, and I know the recipe because I've made it so many times. And you just go the whole way through. You're moving your hands. You're getting out of amygdala, your stress response part of your brain, that primitive protective part of your brain, and you're bringing it forward into the prefrontal cortex where executive function lives. So you're reassuring your brain, you're safe, you're not in danger, things can calm back down. Adrenaline comes down quite quickly. Cortisol takes a few days to settle back down again. So it's really important that we have good stress management tools in our toolbox for self-care. You can find a body scan meditation and a guided meditation on my YouTube channel, which I hope will be useful for you. And if you have any questions, please tag me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.